All right, today's video, you're going to learn 4 primal squats to fix your knees. If you're feeling dull aches when you get up in the morning, sharp pains when you're trying to do exercises, it can feel pretty frustrating. It can hold you back from doing workouts, staying in shape, and just make life pretty miserable when you're constantly experiencing these sharp pains in your knee. But the good news is research is now showing that movement is some of the best medicine when it comes to knee pain. So this is something you can do at home to help eliminate this pain, but also bulletproof your knees against future injuries. Now, today we're just sharing a handful of exercises for your knees. If you want a full program to build all your problem joints like your shoulders, your hips, your low back, then I want you to check out our full Primal fitness program in the description. All right, let's jump into this. All right, this first move is the Hindu squat. Now, this one we picked up when we were training parkour from some of the founders of parkour. This was a great move for warming up, but also increasing mobility. And so I like to do this one first because it's an easy one to just open up your body, warm up your body for the other squats. So here's what it's going to look like. So again, with all of our squats, legs are about shoulder width apart. If you want to have a slight turnout, you can. But the knees are going to track over the toes, and this is what we want with all of these squats you're going to be doing. Knees are going to track over the toes. They're not going to come in like this. And as we squat down, hips are dropping back. We're going to brace the core so that we're not bending over. And as we reach the bottom of all of these squats, we want to make sure that the bottom of our spine here is not causing this wink here. We want it to stay neutral through the whole squat. Now, what's cool about the Hindu squat, it's different from other squats because in the Hindu squat, we're actually rolling onto the balls of the feet. What I like about this is it replicates an active athletic position because when we're using weights, yeah, we keep the heel planted the whole time, but in other athletic movements, whether we're landing, we're jumping, we're on the balls of the feet. And this is a very good position we want to build up, and the Hindu squat does that. So for the Hindu squat, as we squat down, the arms swing forward for balance, and then we roll onto the balls of the feet and then come up as the arms swing forward. So it's like a fluid movement like this. And as you go lower and lower, roll onto those toes, the balls of the feet. And if you're a beginner, you can just stay up here. And you don't have to go down that low. You can just keep it like this. And if you're more advanced, you can go all the way down. And what I like about this helps build the ankles, the knees, the hips, everything, and this nice fluid movement. This next squat is the mobility squat. So we just kind of warmed up with the Hindu one. Now this one's going to be slower, and we're really focusing on going deep into this squat. So I'm actually going to grab a tool here. So this tripod, now I'm not going to be filming anything. I'm actually going to use it as a tool because it's nice to have something for your arms, as you'll see with this mobility squat, because in this mobility squat, we're going to be lifting our arms above our head, or we're going to try to during the whole squat. So if you have something like this, you can it just helps to have something. It makes it a little more fun. So with this squat, same principles, right? So legs just a little bit wider than shoulder width. We can turn out slightly. But instead of the arms in front, we're going to put the arms above our head. And then we're going to drop down as low as we can. The heels are going to stay on the ground for this one, so unlike the Hindu. And we're dropping, pushing the knees forward and staying as low as we can get. And also with the arms, the shoulders, pulling them back. And this, having an obstacle or a stick or something like this, really helps to open this up. So we hold here and then come back up. Same thing, arms come up, reach tall, then dropping down into this full squat. Make sure the back doesn't round. We want to keep it nice and neutral, dropping as low as we can, and then up. Okay, once you have that, then we want to make it more advanced. This is ultimately what we want to try to do, because we want to imagine like we're supporting a weight under our body. So what we want to do is keep the hands straight, and we want it to reach towards the ceiling the whole time. So we don't want it to lean forward if we can, if we have the mobility in our shoulders. So same thing, squatting down, but opening up these shoulders, keeping them upright like we're lifting a weight here. Here, go down, and then up. All right, this next squat is a variation of the runner lunge. So let me show you what that looks like. Now, shout out to Stefana, one of our coaching clients. She really likes this one because it's a big challenge for your balance. So not only is it great for building strength, but also balance and stability with your ankles, knees, hips. That's why I really like this one. All right, so what we're gonna do is it's like a lunge squat, right? But instead of coming forward, what we wanna do is drop the leg back, and all of our weight is gonna be on here. So starting from upright, back straight, hinging at the hips, dropping back, balancing, so you really feel the stability here, especially with that knee. And then once you reach at a full position here, we drop into the squat, and then we're gonna come up, and then from here, balance again, shift the weight forward. So hips coming forward, and then knee comes up as we balance. And if you can, raise up on the ball of the foot and then back down. Now here's the other part. So once you have that, now we're gonna time the arms together. So we're building this contralateral movement. So because anytime we're running and jumping, we're doing where the left leg, so if we're bending the left leg, the right arm is coming forward like this movement here. So we're building this athletic movement pattern. All right, so same thing, but now we're gonna use the arms too. So as we drop this leg back, the right arm comes forward, we hinge, we drop down, full squat. Then as we come up, we're shifting the arms as we shift the leg forward, hips come forward, knee comes up, raise up on the toes, and then back. And this one is a really good one. And then of course you would switch and then do the opposite side. And what's cool about this, as you get more advanced, you would be running, boom, coming up like this. Now this next one is like a bonus because it is more challenging, but I'd love for you to try it out, especially the end move that we're gonna hit. I got this from ballet, so shout out to Caitlin Geyer. She was our ballet instructor when we were doing stunts back in Hollywood, and she showed us this movement. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna hit what's called a second position. Now, if I mess up any of the ballet terms, just let me know in the comments. But so the second position, which is a little bit of a wider stance, the feet. Now here's what's different from all the other squats. We're going to turn them out as much as we can. So really squeezing those glutes and turning out the feet like this. And then we're going to drop down into what's called a grand plie, but basically a squat, making sure the knees track over the toes and you're squeezing those glutes so that way our hips are dropping straight down. Posture is very important too. We're reaching tall with the head, dropping down, knees tracking over the toes. Once you reach the bottom of the squat, this is where it's going to get even more complicated, a little bit harder. So if you're good here, that's fine. You could just stay here. But for those who want to take it to a ninja level, now we're going to add a releve into this. So where we're lifting the heels off the ground, up onto the toes like this, holding this position. And then you can either come up from here and continue, or we drop back down and then come up like this. But this one's really challenging and it's a fun one. And it's really going to work these knees for stabilizing and building strength all around these legs. All right, so those are the exercises. Now there's two ways that you can use these. You can use them in a full workout where you're doing, say, 3 sets of 10 with each exercise, and you would do that 3 times a week, a little bit heavier workout. Or you can do a lighter version where you say, do 1 set of 5 of these movements, every morning or after your workout, just to give your knees that extra little bit of strength and stability. And you could add those on 5 days a week if you're doing the lighter version. Now, if you enjoy exercises like this, then you'll definitely want to check out our full Primal Fitness program. You can get that in the link in the description. Here you'll learn a handful of Primal moves that you can do in your living room to help build functional strength, flexibility, and unlock that lean, pain-free body. Each session is less than 30 minutes. And the great thing about these Primal movements you're going to learn, they not only build the knee, but they're also going to build functional movements that go into daily activities or more advanced disciplines. We've had thousands of people transform their body with this course. So if you're ready to go to the next level, be sure to check out that program in the link in the description. We'd love to have you in there. Again, thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, do that right now, and I'll see you in the next video. Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this video, then check out this one right here.